This is Ziggy Aja here for Seconds Out, joined here in the gym by Adam Azim. Adam, nice to be with you, mate. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Very good, very good. Obviously, big date looming for yourself, November the 15th, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. How are we feeling going into it?
Yeah, I feel really good. This camp's been very, very good. Ready to put on a great show on the November 15th, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Obviously, meant to fight Abdullayev. Were you disappointed he fell out? I mean, that was probably the perfect opponent for you, really, as a sort of measuring stick to the next places you want to go.
Yeah, it was a very good opponent for me. I feel like it would have put me in a great place, but everything happens for a reason, and these things happen, so we move on.
In terms of opponents, you've had a Richard Comey, Kurt Scoob as well mentioned with you. I mean, does it really matter as to who you fight? I mean, it's just get in there, get the win, and look impressive, I guess, at the end of the day for you.
Yeah, of course, right now I'm itching to get into the ring so badly. So, but regardless who the opponent is, I just can't wait to get in the ring and showcase my skill.
I mean, it's been a while since you last fought. I mean, has it been a frustrating period for you? I mean, just wanting to get back out in the ring, and I mean, you're always in the gym constantly, so I guess for you, it's been a bit of a frustrating one.
Of course, it's been a very frustrating couple of months. Like I said, everything happens for a reason, and for me to get back in the ring and put in a great performance in front of the Saudis, I'm in a good place. So yeah.
Last fought against Sergey Lipinets. I mean, how far away do you think you are from a world title? I mean, it's been linked with you ever since you turned pro. How far away are you? Do you think you are from fighting one of them guys at 140?
I wouldn't say that I'm very far. Like I could get in the mix right now and showcase my skill and put in a great performance. But it's whether the fight will be delivered to me and developed. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
On the big stage, Turkey Al Sheikh. I mean, how important is it to you to, even more so than normal, just put on a good performance? And I almost think remind people that Adam Azim is one of the biggest prospects in world boxing.
Of course, when I fight on a big show, I have to put in a great performance in front of the Saudis. This is where Turkey wants me to fight on the show, and I want to put in a great performance in front of them so I can see where I can go after that, which is why I want to put in a great show.
Teofimo Lopez, Sabrel Mateus, obviously the guys at 140. Richardson Hitchens as well, actually. Who do you think you match up best with out those champions?
For me, Teofimo is a legend. He's a great fighter. But for me, if I want to have a person to go for the world title for, would be Richardson.
I mean, obviously Dalton Smith taking on Sabrel Mateus. That's a name that's been linked with you for a little while. How do you think that fight will go? And then obviously it links into a major clash with you and Dalton down the line.
I do want him to win. I really want Dalton to win. I wish him the best of luck, but he is in a very hard fight. A lot of people have avoided Sabrel Mateus, and he needs to be very switched on. But I do want him to win. It'd be a great fight in the future for both of us, where he's got a world title, I've got a world title, and make a unification fight.
I mean, yeah, it just makes sense. I mean, you could do that at Hillsborough or any stadium, maybe in London or anything like that. Obviously, Eddie Hearn's had a lot to say. You've been linked with him in order to fight him. What do you make of all that when you hear Dalton's camp coming out with bits and pieces? I mean, about you. What do you make of all that?
It doesn't really faze me. Like, when the time comes when I fight him, then that's when, both of us will put on a great performance and put on a great show. But, if I ever do fight, I'm going to take his head off. So, yeah.
Obviously, training down here with Shane McGuigan. How important is that for your development? I mean, you turned pro at a very early age. Now you're here, still only 23. Like, how much is that developing you at this moment in time?
Really good. Training with Shane is massive. Listening to him as well, it's the main thing because he knows the game in and out. He knows he's been in the game for ages. He's made numerous world champions, and I just got to be very switched on every single time when I fight and just got to listen to Shane.
Obviously, Eubank and Ben, you're on the undercard, but what do you make of that rematch going ahead? Will it be round 13, or do you see it being a different style of fight?
I think it will be a very different style of fight where I think Conor Ben is not going to come out too angry. I think the first fight, he did say that he come out very, obviously angry, trying to take his head off, but I feel like Conor Ben will win this time. So.
Obviously, the promotional deal's been a big thing that's been linked with yourself and a lot of other fighters. Boxing now on the BBC. How much does that actually add to you as a fighter? And are there any takeaways from boxer being on the BBC for your development?
Yeah, it's a very good stage in my career where, obviously BBC is a massive platform, and I feel like fighting on the BBC is where I can capture the market, where all the legends fought on it: Chris Eubank, Nigel Benn, Barry McGuigan, Arthur Council, and Prince Azim. So a lot of people that have fought on it have become a household name. For me to be fighting on that, I'll become a household name hopefully, and it's a great way to capture that audience.
Because there was a lot of rumblings about you and Queensberry and all sorts of promotional things. I mean, did you ever have any offers from anyone at any point? Did anyone ever reach out to you?
To be fair, I think I've always stuck by Ben. Ben's always been good to me, so I didn't go elsewhere to look. I've always just stuck with Ben. So yeah.
Is it important to you that you stay loyal with Ben? And how big of a job has Ben done for you at this stage of your career?
He's done a good job. Like he's always been good to me, and I think it's just a stage where he's going to be getting me the fights now. I've got a fight after Ramadan in February, so I've got this fight, I've got one in February or January, so I'm going to be going out back to back.
After obviously this year, I mean, has there been a conversation that you've had with Ben and the fact that you want to keep active? Have you had that conversation with him, and how important is that for you moving forward? That, I mean, you would have fought 2 times this year, but you want to keep being active as much as you can.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Being active as much as I can. I think that's the main thing, is obviously being active. I told Ben, like, I've got to be active now. Next year, after this fight, I want to be active and I want to be winning more titles. I want to at least get out 3 times next year. So,
I mean, obviously you fought in London a lot of times, but have you ever thought about when you're going to make that walk down at Tottenham, 60,000 people? Has that been something you've been lying there in bed thinking about?
To be fair, like, I was at the last Conor Ben Eubank, and I said to my dad, like, I really want to fight here, and I've got the opportunity to fight there now, and now it's for me to go a great show.
Something that struck me being with you is how big you are for 140 pounds. I mean, do you ever see a move up being just an inevitable? I mean, 147, maybe even 154?
Yeah, throughout the years, I think I'm going to be I'm already big as 140. I reckon I can make 147 as well, but I don't think I'll make it 147 very soon. I think I want to stay at 140, so yeah.
I can edit this out. It's fine. Sorry, but sorry. All gone. Yeah, basically, yeah. I'll just finish off with what I finished off with. Oh mate, I'm gone. Cheers, mate. Adam, thank you very much for your time, mate. Really appreciate everything. Best of luck for November the 15th.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.